Welcome to my channel. It's a new day, so we're going to do more music. But before we get into the music, I first have to show you my shirt. So let me do this. And if you are at all classically educated, you're probably familiar with Veni Vidi Vinci, which is the Roman phrase, I came, I saw, and I conquered. This is a play on that for old people. I just thought I'd share that with you. I've got 6 reactions, requested reactions, just like always. And I also have a bonus video. And this one is, well, I'm going to say it's unique. Okay? I got an email from a viewer today. It was a lengthy email. And he basically told a story about how, and I'm shortening it up somewhat, he got diagnosed with cancer and was told he had a 30% chance of living. And he stumbled across a reaction to, not one of mine, to Pete and Bas, the British rappers, the old guys. I've reacted to them a few times. And he liked it so much that he started finding other of their videos and listening to their songs. And they caused a transformation in his attitude from one of defeat, of wanting to give up, to one of victory. And he has now defeated cancer. And so he wrote a song about it. And along the way, quite a few things happened. He traveled to England, and he went to a concert, and they gave him backstage pass, and he spent 4 hours with the two of them, and they became good friends. And now they communicate routinely, and they came to Canada to perform, and he gave them shirts that he had made special for them. And it's just a really, it's a really feel-good story and a very inspirational story. And so I suggested that he might want to do an interview with me. And he responded with a link to a song that he wrote. And after watching the song, I thought, you know what? I'm just going to react to the song because the song tells his story. And so I don't need to interview him. You're going to get to know him when you listen to this song. So the title of the song is F Cancer, a thank you letter to Pete and Bas. Before we get into that song, I first got to thank you for coming, and thank you for your support. Thank you for all that you do for my channel. I appreciate you so much. I also want to remind you that I always put the artist links in the description of their playlist so you can support them as well. But I put the link to the song that I'm reacting to in the description of the video. I also put a link in there from Wikipedia if I can find anything that makes any sense and is relevant. I don't put the link to the reaction request form because I'm not currently accepting new requests. I've got over 3,100 in my queue. I calculated the other day, I've got 525 days of 6 reactions a day to do right now in my request list. So that's why I don't take new ones right now. Okay? I've got plenty to work on. But I do live stream on Sunday for 3 hours beginning at 4 p.m. UTC. And if you come to Rumble at 4 p.m. UTC on Sunday and you put a request in the chat, I'm going to react to it live. You can see my reactions on the channel. I call them Sunday Live reactions. So I've got indexes in them. You can go through them, look for the songs you want to hear, and listen to my reaction to that one song. Or you can watch the whole 3 hours if you're crazy. Okay? So this is, I'm not going to tell you his name, but this is the song that he wrote. F Cancer, a thank you letter to Pete and Bas.
Had it pretty good. Was enjoying my life. It was heavy on the feel-good, light on the strife. I had a decent job and a lot of good friends. And even though I wasn't rich, I was making the ends meet. I met a nice man on a dating site. He was older than me, but that's just my type. I was head over heels because this feeling was real. Even though he lived in Canada, I knew it was right. It didn't matter that there was a nation border between us. We were falling in love. Ask anyone who had seen us. We were happy together. We were wondering whether we should talk about maybe moving in together. So I gathered my nerve, found a song to use, and I rewrote the lyrics. I made a whole new tune, and I sang my proposal. And we set a wedding date. Everything was really perfect. We just had to wait till I could wrap up my job and get my things all packed. And I knew that if I did this, there was no going back. But I had no second thoughts. We were solid in our love, and then, sorry, we found cancer. What the hell was I supposed to do with this? I was beginning a new life. It should all be bliss. I don't believe that people suffer because they pissed off God, but I can tell you now, life can go from great to shit. But then I made a firm decision that I wouldn't let this demon get me down, and I decided that to mope is just derision. So I got my shit together. I said that I would never let the cancer win by showing it that things were any different, and it worked. For a while at least, I kept on living my life. In spite of the beast, I found a handbell group and brought the music back into my life, which has always had its own soundtrack. I was happy again. I expected to win this battle that I didn't even want to be in. But then I got another cancer, and I asked the doc to tell me what are my odds. He said 30%. I don't know how anyone could ever understand the way that hearing those words forever changes a man. But let me tell you right now, I didn't see how my life was going to amount to anything worthwhile. But I told myself that if I kept a positive mind, that I could beat the odds and everything would be just fine. But in the gaps between the music, I could hear the clock ticking on the time bomb. I tried to believe that I was making it. I cried when I realized I was faking it. There's life to be lived. I should be taking it. But the darkness, there's no escaping it. It's pretty fucked. I won't give up. I can't. Hope can come from crazy places. They're on YouTube, brand new faces. Two old geezers, blokes from London, dressed in three-piece suits. I'm wondering what they're up to. They look smooth. Hop in the booth and nod to fumes. Fuji's beat just dropped. What's happening? Step to the mic, they can't be rapping. I'll admit, I don't like rapping, but holy shit, these songs are slapping. Who are they? Where did they come from? Why do their songs make me feel some hope? I'd long abandoned, I can't explain, but it ain't random. Dug into their story. Damn, sir, you did this and still beat cancer? That was the moment that I turned my life around. If these old codgers could do it, then I was bound not to allow the depression to get me down. I took control and my attitude's better now. This is my time. I am in charge. Out of my way. I'm steering this barge. Times are still trying, but there's no denying. There's no time for crying because I'm living large. I can't give enough thanks to Basil and Pete because I know that it's them got me back on my feet, and I owe them a debt I can never repay because I feel like my life has just got a replay. This is my time. I'll say it again. This life is mine. My power's within. Times are still trying, but there's no denying that cancer can fuck off. It's not gonna win. If you think I don't have days where pain creeps in and doubt replays, well, you'd be wrong, but it won't stay, because I just stand and say, this is my life. This is my time. I'm taking charge, and I'll be fine. Every time I think that maybe I will have a downer day, I pull at Pete and Bas and let the inspiration come my way. I can't explain how two old rappers doing up the gangster play can make me happy like to do. Doesn't matter anyway. I got my willpower back from the dead, and I know the best medicine's all in my head. If I keep a good attitude like the doc said, I know I won't die. I'm living instead. Fuck cancer. I got this.
Isn't that something? Oh, gosh, there's so many thoughts. There's something healing about music. That's the reason why I do my channel. is because there's something healing about it. It's almost magical. I can't explain it. It's just something. I don't know if it's the vibrations, or it's the words, or it's the melody, or it's the combination of those, or it's the voices that are singing. But there's something about music that just is healing. And it's different. Music heals different people, which is, to me, is one of the coolest things of all. I mean, what are the odds that a UPS driver from Canada would get healed because of listening to Pete and Bas? And yet he did. And somebody else will listen to Lucy Thomas, and someone else will listen to Dimash, and someone else will listen to Emma Cook. And it's magical. It really is magical. And look what it's done for him. And it can do the same thing for you. That's one of the big reasons why I do my channel, is because music is so healing and it's so wonderful, and it speaks to our hearts, and it speaks to our aspirations, and it speaks to our memories, and it speaks to our hopes and our fears. I just thought this was so fantastic that I had to share it with you. Yeah, he's an amateur. His raps are decent. I mean, they're not the world's greatest, okay? But it isn't the rap that matters. It's the message. And the message is, you can be healed from cancer by listening to music. Think about that. Think about how that can impact you or someone you love that's fighting cancer right now. God created inside of us the ability to make music. And the Bible says that the hills and the rocks sing praises to the Lord. God designed it this way on purpose to bless us all. And look what it did for him. Look what it can do for you. I just had to share that with you. I really did. I had other things planned for my bonus video today, but I had to scrap them for this because I thought the message of it was so fantastic. And I pray that God will reach into your heart and he will heal you from whatever might be wrong. Doesn't have to be cancer. Could be something else. Could be anything. But you can be healed if the music can get into your heart and lift you up. And so that's what I pray for you. And I pray that same thing for every single person that you love. This is the Vietnam Era Vet, out.